Hi viewers, today we will start the second unit of embedded system. The name of the second unit is embedded hardware design. The embedded system is the combination of special purpose hardware and software. Software means firmware. The hardware of embedded system is built around analog electronic components and circuits. The digital electronic components and circuits and integrated circuits and PCB board. These are the hardware components. These hardware components provides a platform for facing all necessary hardware components to build the embedded product. The printed circuit board acts as an backbone of the embedded hardware because this PCB is used to build all the components. The components are either analog components or digital components can be connected to this or connected to the PCB to design the various electrical products or various designs or various projects. Embedded hardware design. The first topic is analog and digital components in embedded system. The major analog components present in electronics or the fundamental electronic components are resistors, capacitors, inductors, diodes, transistors. These are the fundamental components present in the analog electronics. The passive components are resistors, capacitors, inductors. These components are also known as static components. Coming to the active components, also known as dynamic components, transistor, diode. These are the dynamic components. These five components are mostly used in the analog components. Coming to the first analog component is the resistor. Resistor limits the current flowing through a circuit. Example, interfacing of LEDs through buzzer with the port pins of the microcontroller through current limiting resistor. The uses of resistors in embedded system is mainly to resist the flow of charge or to resist the flow of electrons in between the microprocessors and the controllers. These are two types, fixed resistors and variable resistors. Next one, capacitor. Capacitor is a device that stores electric energy in the electric. The capacitors and inductors are mainly used in the signal filtering and resonating circuits or reset circuit implementation for RF designs, power supply decoupling. The example of these capacitors in embedded hardware circuit is mainly used in electrolytic capacitors, ceramic capacitors and tantalum. Next one, inductors. Inductors are widely used for filtering the power supply from ripples and noise signals. Inductors with inductance value is in the microhenry. These range are commonly used in embedded applications for filtering and matching circuit implementation. Next one, transistor in embedded application are used for either switching or amplification purpose. In switching amplification, the transistor is in either on or off state. In amplification operation, the transistor is always in on state. In on state, it partially on. The current is below saturation current value. The current through the transistor is the common emitter configuration of NPN transistor is widely used in switching and driving circuits in embedded applications. Relay, buzzer, stepper motor, driving circuits are the examples for common emitter configuration based on the circuit implementation. The transistor is an generally three-terminal device. It has first base emitter collector terminals. Both PNP and NPN has these three terminals: base, emitter and collector terminals. In embedded applications, these are mainly connected in relays and buzzers. Next analog component is diode. Diode is a two-terminal device. It has anode and cathode. Uh, it has in anode it has one electrode, cathode it has electrode, so that its name as a diode. Two electrodes were present in this diode. In embedded systems, we are using PN junction diode, Schottky diode, Zener diode. These diodes are commonly used in the embedded hardware circuits. The Schottky diode is same as the PN junction diode except forward voltage drop. This Schottky diode or PN junction diode is very low, order of 0.15 volts to 0.45 volts. When compared to the ordinary PN junction diode, the order of 0.7 volt to 1.7 volts. Also, the current switching time of Schottky diode is very small compared to the PN junction diode. Next one, Zener diode. This Zener diode acts as a normal PN junction diode when forward biased. It also permits the current flow in reverse direction. If the voltage is greater than the junction breakdown voltage, it is normally used for the voltage clamping applications. The reverse polarity protection or voltage rectification, these Zener diodes are mostly used. Thank you for watching.